Welcome to Madcounty. Welcome to Madcounty. County. Huh. Welcome to Madcounty. Welcome to Madcounty.
Welcome to Madcounty. This is where we break down independent music's biggest stories, interview creators, and vibe out to the pulse of the underground scene. We're at the Old Mississippi Sound House, 501 East Airline Drive in East Alton, Illinois. Let's get it. So today, we're going to be talking about STL music scene and scams and how to avoid them. We're about 20 minutes from St. Louis, so we work with a lot of people from St. Louis around here. If you're on the Illinois side, that's our closest market. So we're going to talk about scam artists, common scams, how to avoid them. And our buddy JDevil here, he's actually had a personal experience with some scams and some scam artists that he wants to talk about. And, this will just help other local artists avoid these problems and be able to pick up on these scams before they give somebody their money.
Right, like it could be like a company that's real, like it could be like a real label, that could be doing the scamming. So just because they're established doesn't mean they won't fuck you.
Yep, that's true. That's true. There's a lot of fakes out there, a lot of fake, people, fake businesses trying to get you to send them money, but some of these businesses are real businesses and they work with real people. And personally, it's a different feeling when you get ripped off face to face, huh?
That's
and
like
you seen this person.
That's like different
in real life.
It's like a difference between talking to somebody on Xbox Live and then talking to somebody in the store.
Yeah. Before we get into that, though, I do want to do a little bit of promoting because we're gonna do news promotion on here. So if you're a local musician or artist, comedian, whatever, you got something you want to share, something you think's cool that everybody should check out, let us know and we'll promote it on here. I just went through my Facebook and anything I saw, any show that I saw that some promoter was putting on an artist, I just snapshotted it and we're gonna promote it.
Yeah, they've got some pretty cool things going on in St. Louis. Martin Lawrence is coming to St. Louis. Cat Williams is coming.
Oh
to
yeah,
St.
yeah,
Louis.
no, there's yeah. And we're gonna do independent musicians, big and small. So I gotta shout out Prof. He's coming April 19th at the pageant. He's gonna be at the pageant April 19th.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good show. Me and JDevil's actually on this show though. This is a horrorcore show for all you wicked mofos. If you like horrorcore music and you get down, I love you to death.
Love you too, Mike.
Love you too to death. I love you too, JDevil. But there's a bunch of dope artists on here. I gotta get close to see it. Risk, Dirty Kid Kill, Madcounty. Mr. Green's not gonna be on the show, unfortunately. But shout out to Mr. Green. Y'all go check out his music. 8-6 Family's gonna be in the building. Ghost Bones, which is Bones and Jared Meyer.
Yep.
Frodo the Ghost. They teamed up to form Ghost Bones. I can't wait to see what they got, man.
Yeah.
Those are two dope artists. So together, powerhouse. Special guest, Insane Poetry. Insane Poetry's dope. Met him a few times. He's a real cool guy. Morgue Mob's in the building. Big Relic, OTV, Beaker, and JDevil. And of course, Crenshaw. He put the whole show together. He's going to be performing too. He brings out a big crowd every time. I like all the shows that he's put on. Like he's a really good promoter. I like the way he does it. I like his attitude.
I'm gonna be doing some scary arithmetic poems.
Are you gonna do some poems?
No, I was just joking.
Oh,
That's
I was
my
gonna say
songs.
I've heard you practicing your set. I didn't hear any poems.
Music is poetry.
But this show's gonna be dope. There's gonna be a lot of people there. It's in Godfrey at the KC Hall. It's $15 at the door. Let them know what artist you came to see at the door, and that artist will get paid a percentage of the
So make sure you
door
say
money.
Madcounty and JDevil.
Yes, sir, or ma'am, or whatever. I don't even care. Just come out, kick it with us. All right, the next one I've got on here.
Pretty Cool
Damn,
people, I
gotta click
promise.
Boom.
Sometimes.
There's JDevil. All right,
Hey.
goodbye, JDevil.
Yep.
Frost Night 2025, y'all, hosted by Shay Bay. Frost Money, he puts on a lot of shows out in St. Louis. If you're looking to get on hip hop shows, definitely hit him up. He's one of the main promoters.
He's
that
a
I
real
know
promoter. Speaking of promoters, like that was what I was going to include too. Like promoters can be fake too, like Decatur.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, you gotta watch out for promoters. So far, I haven't heard anything bad about Frost.
Frost has done. I've done shows with Frost a few times. He's good people.
Yeah, he seems pretty solid. He puts on good shows. A lot of people show up. They have a good time. There's a bunch of artists on this too. I know a few of them: Light Strife, Hooligan ENT,
Yeah, I have a song with Creature from Hooligan.
Armor Mantenna. Oh yeah, that one you did with Creature.
Yes,
That one's
sir.
dope. I also saw T Rain. He did a show January 30th. I'm pretty sure I promoted it on one of the
I actually
podcasts I did back
performed with
then.
T Rain on my very first show I've ever done at the
But
newest place.
I just met those guys, last year, and I never heard of them before, but they're doing their thing out there, man, and they got some dope shit. Sadie Nicole, HLE Stacks, Eze, and Rocka G,
Donnie
Archie
Tsunami.
Rebel, Donnie Tsunami, Freshmeng MG. I don't know if I pronounced that right. RHM Baby D, YK to Don. A lot of artists I've never heard on here. A few artists I have heard of. I'm going to try to make it out to this show and check it out. But there's a lot of dope shit going on out here. That's at Pops February 22nd. $15 for tickets, $25 at the door, $40 VIP, $100 sections. $100 sections.
What does that mean?
I don't know. $100 sections at Pops.
I've never heard of that before.
No, me either.
Unless they're opening the upstairs, and that's what that means.
No, they gotta be at like the strip club next door. $100.
Shit.
All right.
Diamond?
Next show, Metal Mayhem. I've never heard of any of these artists on here.
Message to Ending Orion. Why are you not on this, bro? You guys would kill this.
Oh, is that a metal band?
Yeah,
You
they're
know?
yeah. So I have a friend. Shout out Tyler and his sister Taylor and his group right there. They have really good metal band.
It looks
Ending
like
Orion.
there's only 4 bands on this bill. It's $10 at the door. It's at the Red Flag. I still haven't been to the Red Flag.
Hey,
I'd like to go.
stream Ending Orion if you guys get a chance. If you guys are heavy metal fans,
This is February 22nd. That's the same night as Frost Night. So if you're into metal, you want to check out some local metal bands, who knows, you might see one of these guys on a,
look,
a
everybody's
big
got
show.
something to do. They got a heavy metal and a hip hop on the same day. So
Oh yeah, we
Everybody's
do
got
it
something.
all out here. We do it all. Hip hop, metal, pop. I haven't seen as many pop artists. I know a few though.
I just recently learned how to scream, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, and he's good too. He's good. It's almost like he had practice. Like you screamed a lot when you were a child.
I mean, it's probably true. I was a little heathen.
Road to Point Fest, session 7 and 8 booking now.
The winners of Road to Point Fest last year were the Doubted, and they were at Point Fest when me and you were there when Bad Omens headlined. Shout out Bad Omens.
Oh yeah. No, I seen
they
him.
killed
I
it,
seen him.
dude.
I seen him perform on the side stage.
Yeah.
I watched him perform.
They performed on the same stage as Sleep Theory, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out Colin.
Oh yeah,
Keep
no, a
killing
lot of
it.
people's performed on that stage. Goldfinger. I mean, you name a band, they've performed on that stage. Big and small. But if y'all want to open for Point Fest and y'all want to play on that side stage, they're booking the battle. It's like a battle of the bands
Yep. And
at Pops.
that's where, yeah, I was about to
Sauget,
say that-
Illinois.
that's where they usually do is at Pops. That's where Ending Orion did it.
Yeah. No, they've been doing it for years. They always do it at Pops. The Road to Point Fest, 7 session and 8 booking now. This is probably a week old, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to check back and see if they've got a date for
And
this yet.
Let me address other bands and artists out there as well. If you're seeing this right now and you're like, I probably wouldn't make it, you're the ones that probably should go out and do it.
Yes.
Believe in yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't know what's out there, and we can't listen to good music if you don't put it out.
All right, this was February 15th. Okay, what is today? It's like the 10th, ain't it?
Yes.
So, February 15th, there's bands. I need to find out which bands are on this.
Good question. I'm actually curious myself.
I'm going to click on them. I'll find out after we do the live. And next time I'll shout out the bands that are on this. But this is session 2, Road to Point Fest 25. So there's a lot of bands battling to open for Point Fest. And honestly, this is going to be a really good Point Fest if you're older. Like I love all the bands that are, well, not all of them, but I most of the bands that are on there, I like a lot of them. Mainly Ludo. I'm excited to go see Ludo. They're from St. Louis. Who else is on there? The Toadies. The Toadies are playing. Yeah,
Okay.
that shit's dope.
So it looks like session 2 says with performances by Intrusive Minds, Dead Birds Can Fly, Money Shot, Time Cure, and Raise the Alarms. February 15th, 2025, doors at 7, show at 7:30, $10 advance, $15 at the door.
Now I've heard of a few of those bands too. I've heard of Money Shot, Raise the Alarms, The Doubted.
They already have session 3 already lined up. It says White Rose, Last Stanza, A Portrait Life, Bigfoot, and H7.
What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
Although those are the names of the bands.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so that's why it sounds weird. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Is there gonna be like a Bigfoot statue? Or
Shoot,
something?
here's session 4 lineup. Performance by Hal Khan. All right, so some advice out there. It's, in my opinion, make sure you have a band name that people can pronounce.
Yeah, well,
Atlas on Fire, Birds of
I know a
Scholar.
few bands that I can't pronounce that are pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the end of all, just, and personally for me, if I can't say your name, I probably won't do so much promotion because I sound like an idiot.
No. James Alexander, he's got a couple shows that he's putting on. March 14th, 3-1 day.
Okay.
Pull up to the award-winning BBS Sports Bar and Grill.
There's a lot of sessions.
And then
dude.
March 29th in Collinsville.
They have over
Jam
7
session.
sessions for Road to Point Fest.
Huh?
They have over 7
No,
sessions.
well, I know this. They're booking session 7 and 8 now.
That's crazy.
The 15th is session 2. So there's a lot of bands wanting to open up for Point Fest, which I totally understand.
Let the best band win.
May the best band win.
Last year it was The Doubted.
Your boy Madcounty's actually on the Jam Session show. That's in Collinsville on March 29th at the Sports Page Lounge.
You guys ain't going to want to miss that. This dude is an all-out rock star.
Yep, I'm going to have my buddy Joe there. He's going to be on the drums. We're going to kick it.
I'll be there to support.
We'll probably show up early and hang out afterwards. We're in it to win it. We're in 100%. We're down.
Down with the sickness.
It's going to be a good show, though. We're going to be doing a lot more promoting for that in the upcoming weeks. Zach Tier has a benefit concert for Donna Shuley, presented by Reality Check Music. He's got a few buddies. They all make music. They're all dope.
A benefit?
Yeah, this is a benefit.
I
for
like
Donna
that. Let
Shuley.
me say something. I appreciate it when an artist, whether he has a big one or small one, uses the platform they have to try to help somebody.
Absolutely,
That's awesome.
absolutely. And Zach Tier and his whole team. Shout out to you. You guys are cool, man. We like you. Cairo 618, Zach Tier. That H is probably for
Hollywood.
no. Hayden, I think that's how you pronounce it. Brotherhood,
Brother.
Broken Circle, and then Ani OT. I hate that my screen's so small. Can I make this bigger? Oh, there we go.
Boom.
I can read
Shakalaka.
it. Wow.
When's that summer festival?
Buttons.
The one that was in Centralia last year.
Their next festival? I have no idea. That was the first festival that I've been to. That was the first time that I met him, and I don't know.
I just added the guy that
If
ran
you're
it
watching,
on
Zach
Facebook.
Tier, put down in the comments if you know when your next festival's gonna be, because we're gonna come out and check it out, man.
Yeah, we want to be on it actually.
All right, and that wraps it up for all the shows that I've got on here to promote. So let's get into.
Yes, I have a mohawk now.
Hey, yay, Brandon Troy, what up, man? I just looked at the comments. All right, let's get into this experience that you had in STL. You're a fairly new musician, right? So how long have you been like rapping, like seriously trying to make it, do something with it?
About like a year and a half or so. I've been making rap and music since I was 13, but only to myself and friends in my like house, apartment, and stuff like that. Never really went out and did it. But yeah, last year and a half or so. The first time I met you was the first time I ever rapped in public besides my high school talent show.
So that was the first time you ever got on stage in front of people that you didn't know?
Yep.
Nice. That was, what, last year?
Yeah, and I killed that shit too.
Last year. He is a
conservatory.
natural. That was his first time on stage. He just jumped up on stage, did his thing, killed it.
Yeah. It was fun. I remember that adrenaline rush. That's addicting.
So you didn't really know anybody around here or know that there even really was a music scene, huh?
No. No, that's what's awesome. Hidden gems, man.
Yeah. All right. So what happened? You're starting your music thing. You got some songs where you start recording.
Yeah.
You record yourself at home, or?
Well, I used to record myself on voice memos on my iPhone. Used to.
Okay, so you just record on your iPhone.
Yeah.
Get your songs done. I know when once I met you, you came here and recorded a few songs with us.
Yeah. You talking about which songs were there?
No, not which songs. I'm just saying we're telling the story of how this
Right.
happened. Like you started your career, you start recording your music.
Yep, and I put it out. I'd make these Facebook videos and these reels, just trying to make content and cool videos and stuff. And I got a message saying, "Hey, you got an Instagram?" I'm like, "Yeah." Just sent them the link, didn't think anything of it. And they're like, "Okay, well, we dig it, and wanted to see if you wanted a spot on our label." I was like, "Oh, label, huh?" And then I went ahead and I guess head over heels, jumped on, and just, wanted to see what it was about. Man, let me tell you guys, so it was a real label, it's a local label, but if they're doing something and you're paying for it, and it's something you could have done yourself, just do it yourself. It's like, are you gonna pay someone to pump your gas, or can you get your butt out of the car and pump your own gas?
Yeah. So you start fucking with this label, right? You signed a deal with them?
I did, and I got out of it.
Were you happy at first?
I was ecstatic. I thought, this is life.
You couldn't believe a motherfucking labels hitting you up, wanting to
Yeah.
sign you and shit. You just started rapping.
Yeah, I was like,
just
what
started
the-
trying to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
That's making quick moves.
Yeah, and I didn't even know anything about really the music industry, so I didn't know what was supposed to be considered realistic and not realistic. So, you can tell the difference when it's like a fake ass profile or something like that. And
Yeah, but this wasn't fake. These were real people.
Yeah, these were
like
real
you could
people.
actually talk to these people and go meet them and conversate with them.
Yeah, I went to their office, I went to their studios, we recorded songs and shit.
All right,
But
so
when it came to the dollar,
so when you first signed up for the deal, what happened? What was the first moves that you started making when you signed this deal?
the first thing, if I remember correctly, signed it, and it kind of started being almost like homework assignments almost. I would get emails, but the main focus of that label was label projects and not as so much as getting each artist to succeed. There's about 4 or 5 of us on it, and they wanted us to do something that represented the label's name, not our own stage names, our independent names. So no one was a focus, so you never got anything done, nothing productive. So they would talk about, and they were never on time with anything. And if they said something was gonna happen, something always changed. There's
Like
always
what?
excuses.
So what did they offer you when you went and recorded with them and
Yeah.
then and
Like
so,
there was supposed to be a tour that ended up never happening, and that was to Dallas, Louisville, Augusta, Georgia, Phoenix, Las Vegas, like cities that everyone knows. Like, oh shit, you know. But that ended up never happening because there was always an excuse.
yeah, I remember you telling me about a couple shows that they had lined up. They had some
One
big
of them was
shows.
my fault, and I actually did miss out on it. It was Dallas. They did go to that one. I didn't, because I went to work instead. You got a job.
Well, you couldn't lose your job.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to pay them. How much were they charging you?
So they were wanting $150 a week in management. So the label didn't cost the money. It was them managing you is what was supposed to cost you the money. And nothing got accomplished except, hey, do this, do that. Like, I have an example. I still have all the emails. My phone's on 1%, so hopefully I can get it in time to at least read it. I save everything. I'm
So
smart.
basically, you were paying them every week, and
My phone
and
just
you weren't
died.
really getting anything from it.
Yeah, don't share the screen, but can I use your Gmail?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Because I have it in my Gmail. You said it's not sharing it, right?
No, it's not sharing the screen right now.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that sucks though. That does suck getting scammed. But you was giving them $150 a week. That's
I was
I don't
making
know,
good
that's
money.
a lot of money.
Yeah, I was making good money back then.
A lot of money for nothing, you know.
Yeah,
If
everything I could have done myself. Which I mean, I didn't know how to do it first, but after now that I know it now, and I've really done everything that they said they were going to do, and it didn't cost me a ding dime.
you know.
Man, it's just absurd.
So what did they actually do for you? Is there anything that they actually did for you?
Yeah, they recorded 2 tracks. Well, sorry, they recorded. Well, yeah, 2 tracks. Yeah, they recorded 2 tracks with me. One song is actually on the Genesis album that I have, "Don't Let Me Drown." One is not, and it's not released, and I don't know if I'll release it ever. But I don't even know if I should say the name of it or not.
The song?
Yeah,
I don't care.
I don't shoot. Well, screw it. Well, it's called "My Ever After," but it's not released. I don't know if I'll ever be released. But this is the most messed up part, which angered me the most, is the label made us all distribution accounts, but under the name of the label, so we had no control over it. We couldn't see nothing, no numbers, nada. And I told them I don't want to release that song. I said my career, like my songs that I have already written are set up in like a story format. Like I have a plan for this. First thing they released is my debut, "My Ever After." If you go on to the label Spotify right now, the background image still says "My Ever After" in the pink background. Yeah.
So they set up your distribution.
Yeah, my first one. There's 2 of them out there. And one of them, this is also the kicker. So the one that the label has set up, as of right now, has like 780 monthly listeners on it. And the track rec list, which is Hooligan Entertainment and me, unfortunately I lost that one. I don't have any rights or money for it because of that. But that says it has over 1,000 streams. Well, here, let me tell you guys something. Just even if you're not doing it, if you sign for somebody, like I don't know if it is this way or not, but I think they could be bot followers or fake followers, etc.
Well,
Which I know people
let's look
use
at it
those.
this way. You say you got 750 something monthly listeners, right?
It's like 790 now.
790 monthly listeners on your Spotify that they made.
I'm assuming. I don't know.
But
it's
those
a very
numbers
strong
aren't
assumption.
translating
To my
to
other
your
one.
to your other music, to anything else.
Right.
So it seems like it's kind of just on Spotify, on that one Spotify, and
That doesn't make sense.
that doesn't seem real.
But here's why I'm not even sweating about it, because I do venture out and I do make content every day. There's one platform that I'm actually really proud of, which is Snapchat. I got like almost 6,000 followers on that. Those are actually real people, because my shit's blowing up every day, even if it's not about specifically
Nice.
music.
So
People
you
interact
set up your own distribution now.
with me. Yeah.
Changed your name slightly.
Yep.
to be able to make a new one because you already had one.
Yep. So one is J space.
Now, how many subscribers or not subscribers, but followers or monthly listeners do you have now on Spotify?
On the one, my independent one?
Yeah,
like 8 or 9. Because it's kind of recent.
And that's more that's more realistic though. You're not when you start out, you're not going to have that many.
Yeah.
And if you were going to have that many, it would at least translate to your YouTube or your other music. Nobody's going to listen to one song and then not listen to any of the other music you made. That doesn't make sense.
And you know, like I'm not even stressed about it because I'm not one of those artists out there like, oh, my goal is just to be the biggest. Like, you know, rock the Bugattis, the Ferraris. I just want to be able to relate to somebody. I write music because my brother passed away, and that's what got me through it. And if music can get me through it, then music can help someone else get through something. That's what I want to do.
And do you feel like these people took advantage of you? Like they saw a new
Absolutely.
artist that didn't know what he was doing, had no idea how the game works, and they just kind of took your money and didn't really do nothing for you?
Yeah, absolutely. And then when you didn't want to pay them or you couldn't afford it, they'd make you feel like shit about it. Yeah. Like I think you were here. I got into a scream match with my manager.
Oh yeah, no, I remember.
And fired him right on the spot.
Yeah. For reference, I told him right off the bat to look very closely at this when he told me that he got signed to a label out of St. Louis. I'm like, this, I could smell it right away. But as a new artist, he had no idea. But now that everything's happened, you can look back at all the steps that was taken. Like you'll be able to spot that again.
Oh, absolutely, and more. I did my research. I still do research, how to spot it and everything.
Well,
And well, I was actually able to get out of the contract because they were not, unfortunately.
did you find what you were looking for?
Oh yeah, I was gonna give them an example of when I first started. What type of stuff did we do?
Yeah, so sometimes you have to get
So they'd give us
taken
assignments.
advantage of just so you could learn. It's a learning experience.
So it would say it'd be like an agenda. Like an email would say like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, what they want you to do. Like Instagram post, then a Facebook post, then Wednesday meeting at the label at 10 p.m. Don't miss it. It's mandatory and this
Okay.
and that. And we'd have to electronically sign it on each email.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of like taking home homework.
I mean, I kind of like that. Not gonna lie, I kind of like that part of
Yeah,
it.
it was literally like a job, but
It's
when you work and
it's
you don't
almost
get
like
paid
artist
for it, you're gonna get
development, you
tired
know?
of it.
Huh?
But when you're working, you don't get paid for it. You gotta get tired of it.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, not if you see results. If you see results, it would be worth it.
I was apparently supposed to open up for G-Herbo, but I told you
No,
that.
you told me a lot of crazy shit that didn't seem real. And you was talking to Shaggy Two Dope.
That one was actually real. I found out, but me and Zach both did.
But why didn't you do the show?
Well, I didn't trust it just because of that.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it either. I wouldn't trust it either.
Yeah.
Sometimes
But-
shit just ain't real. A lot of people talk.
That's what was weird, though.
You can only like believe like 10% of what anybody says.
That's
out
what
here.
was weird, is I didn't believe it, and he actually got upset with me because of it. Like he actually like cussed me out. Yeah, I was like so confused.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. So he had a conversation with Shaggy Two Dope and he cussed you out
On FaceTime.
on FaceTime. Cussed him out.
Like he wasn't like screaming. He was just like he was like, oh well, I guess I'm assuming that you just think you're just too good for it. I'm like, no, like this is not this at all. But
I just don't believe it. That's
Zach-
crazy.
Yeah.
It don't make sense.
No, like I feel stupid. Like I don't know why, but it was.
But when you said one of the shows that they did set up for you was a real show and they actually did go out there.
Yeah, one. But I didn't know how it went. I don't know how many people were there. I don't know nothing about it. I just know they went, and supposedly it cost them $500 for me backing out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how all that works.
So
How did-
all in all, it was a pretty bad experience.
Yeah,
though,
no,
huh?
absolutely terrible experience.
And do you even know how much money they actually got out of you? Because 150 a week,
I don't
that's
even
a
know if I
fucking.
want to count that up, man.
Because I mean, you ain't a rich man. It ain't like you're a
I was comfortable.
You was just
but
working
I was,
a decent job, fucking trying to take care of yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I was able to pay the bills, and so I added one more that didn't do anything for me. That was very painful.
Yeah, we kind of took him in here and just learned him all the things that he needed to know. And now it's kind of weird, ain't it? Like you haven't really spent a lot of money with us. You've recorded a few songs here, but it was nowhere near 150 a week. No. And we've probably helped you more than their entire team ever could.
Let me tell you guys something. If it were not for the old Mississippi Sound House, I would not be standing right here right now. I swear. Shout out Moderate Clark and Mikey here and Hobie.
So how did you get out of this deal?
Well, they weren't that intelligent, and me and a few colleagues and friends looked over the contract. They did not put my legal name on the contract at all. They just put JDevil. When you go to court, you're represented by your full legal birthright name. That was not on the paper.
Okay, so that made the contract void.
Correct.
And you was able to just walk away from it.
Yeah. But
now, if that wasn't, then what would have happened? What did the contract say?
I wouldn't be able to. Actually, I can pull that up right here. That one did show up. Yeah, there's the contract right there.
If anybody else has had experiences like this, let us know, man. We're gonna talk about it. We want to warn everybody else out here.
Here's like
so you don't get robbed.
So I won't read the whole book, but one of the parts that kind of irritated me was considerations.
This is a small label in St. Louis.
Yeah,
this ain't no major label or nothing.
Considerations paid to the artist by reason of his artistic endeavors may be paid to the manager on his behalf. Also says it is expressly understood that the foregoing power of attorney is limited to matters reasonably related to artist's career as musician, actor, recording, and performing artist in such new and different areas within which his artistic talents can be developed and exploited. Artist agrees and understands that the power of attorney granted to manager is coupled with an interest which artist irrevocably grants to manager in the career of artist. In the artistic talents of artists in the production of said career and talents and the earnings of artists arising by reason of such career talents and products. So pretty much like anything you do is them. And then it says artist hereby irrevocably appoints management for the term of this agreement, any extensions hereof as is true, lawful attorney, in fact, execute, accept, endorse, collect, deliver, and all bills of exchange, checks, and notes as said. And it says... I'm trying to figure out what certain part.
How many other artists did they have signed to their label, or did they have signed when you were with them? Do you know?
It was like five of us. I think they only have like 3 now or 2. I think.
Have you talked to any of the other artists that were on the label about it? Did they have any concerns?
Actually, they actually advised us not to talk to each other all the time, like in the public eye, because they didn't want us to be seen as like we're doing like a project together or we're coming up as artists together. They want us to make our own individual names, which I kind of understood that the way they explained it, but like, yeah, me taking that into consideration and I didn't talk to them, like kind of left the window out of me asking about it. So no, we never talked.
That is a
I
little
should
weird.
though.
That is a little weird.
I should though. I should reach out to some of them because I know who they are.
So they were worried that people would see you guys together and then assume you were making a track together, and maybe they would leak this information to the public.
Yeah, even
like
if it was true,
shit.
If it was not true or something like that.
That sounds insane.
It sounds retarded now that I say it out loud.
Yeah, it sounds delusional. It sounds like
and it said
house or something.
It even said in the contract where you could not talk to anybody else. No. Here it is actually.
Oh yeah, you can't say the hard R on here either. That's the new hard R. No R words.
Management
I don't know. We might be able to say it on here.
says
Something happened.
to exploit artist personality and all media in connection thereof, to approve permit for the purpose of trade, advertising, publicity, to use dissemination, reproduction, publication of artist name, photographic likeness. I don't know how to say that. Voice and artistic and musical material, and to engage, discharge, or direct other legal agents, booking agencies, employment agencies, firms, corporations who may be retained for the purpose of securing contracts, engagements, employment for their artists. And it says management is not required to render exclusive services to artists or devote his entire time or the entire time of the management and management's employees to artist affairs. And then it tells you that artist hereby appoints management his or her sole personal manager, and all managers usually and normally within jurisdiction, authority, personal management, including not, and then it lists all the stuff they're supposed to do. And it says management exclusively agrees that he will not engage in any other agent, representative, manager to render similar services, that he will not perform said service on his or her own behalf, and he will not negotiate, accept, or execute any agreement, understanding, or undertaking concerning his career as an actor, musician, recording, performing artist without management's prior consent. So pretty much your management's bitch. Like, you can't go seek advice, you can't do nothing with nobody else, but they don't have to devote their time to you. Like, literally it says that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then you're paying all that money for management, and what did they manage to do for you?
To waste my fucking time.
So what was the label in St. Louis? What's the name of the label?
Well, I don't know if I should say because they are cool with people that I'm cool with.
So?
Well, one of them is directly in business with them. That could affect them.
Okay, you don't want to make waves out here.
Well, I don't want to affect my friend.
Yeah.
Because I'll show you.
Understandable.
Works directly with.
Oh,
So I don't want to. Because he has events, so I don't want to do that. Don't want people to think that he's intertwined with them like that because he's not. He just knows them very well, and I don't want to also step on his toes, you know?
I mean, just because you know somebody doesn't mean you're involved in their schemes.
Yeah, it's true. Just I don't want to step on those toes.
That's fine. Just beware. There's a label. There's a label in St. Louis. There's a few labels in St. Louis, but there's one in particular.
If you want to know who it is, message me. I'll tell you.
Message JDevil. He'll let you know with the name of the label. And you don't want to fuck with these people. They're robbing artists. They're taking advantage of people, and they're uneducated, Absolutely. And delusional, and definitely delusional.
I already know of a couple of them, but it said same thing. I wish I could, but I can't.
But all in all, I think at least there's something you could take from this experience. You know, your eyes are more open now. You can kind of see through the bullshit.
I can see.
When something sounds too good to be true, it's because it is. It is too good to be true. When something sounds crazy and unimaginable, that's because they fucking imagined it up.
Yeah.
They made it up.
One I will say out loud because I have no affiliation to them is Coast to Coast. Yeah. Screw that. That's probably the biggest scheme out there.
Oh yeah, the Coast to Coast. I've actually 12 years ago I remember seeing stuff about like they were scamming
I was invited
people.
to Coast. Like it's a real organization. Like that's a real thing. There's only one artist that became famous because he won Coast to Coast, and that's Lil TJ. He was even in Machine Gun Kelly's movie Taurus, and they've done a song together. The only success story I've ever heard of from Coast to Coast that is still relevant now. But Coast to Coast make people pay just to do it. There's no certain genre focus, and people pay all this money, which is like $350 towards the end of it, just to do it, and then just to be told, "Oh, you're not good enough." What's the point?
Yeah. Now there's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of scam artists. There's a lot of fucking people in your inbox.
Yeah, I never did Coast to Coast. I just decided not to mess with them.
I've never done Coast. I've never really messed with anybody. I don't really fuck with I ain't fucking with no labels. I ain't fucking with no coast to coast. None of that weird shit. I'm gonna go talk to people myself. I'm better at reading people, so I'll just go make connections, network.
There's a
I
lot
feel like
more-
that's the best way to if you want opportunities out here, you got to get out there, go to shows, network.
You
Talk
want
to
to know
people.
something that a lot of people don't realize? Go on the internet and try to find an interview of an artist that is a mainstream big label artist. Try to find an interview where they talk about their pride of their success without it being in an interview room that is not owned by that record label.
Yeah.
The only success stories you hear people talk about how prideful they are in their hard work as independent artists.
Yeah. Well, motherfuckers work hard.
Yeah.
Work hard for this shit, and nobody's making a bunch of money off this shit. If you're making any money, you're spending twice as much.
Have you seen
as
that
what you're
Snoop Dogg
making.
interview? Of the difference between selling CDs back in the day to streams now? He was talking about, man, where's my money at? Like, what do you mean, Bob?
Oh yeah, no, I did.
Yeah, so-
yeah, no, money from streaming ain't shit. You're gonna get money other places, but there ain't a lot of money out there. But anything that you do get, any smart artist is going to invest that and more back into it. So you're not making money for a long time.
So what he
as
said,
an independent artist.
What he said is, back in the day, you sell 1 million records, you think you'd have $1 million. Well, I got millions of streams, so where's my $1 million?
Yeah.
A lot of people
You actually get paid more for if you're on Sirius XM radio. You actually get paid more if your song's played like 100 times or some shit.
It's harder to get
You get
on
like $1,500
XM.
or some shit. Whereas on Spotify, if you get 100 plays, it's like 80 cents.
Yeah, it's not very high.
Or maybe not even that.
Even
It's-
YouTube, 1 million views, it's $1,000. Yeah, bottom line.
So people sleeping on Sirius XM. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
You want to get your shit on there. But then you also have to go get a sound exchange. Actually, that should be a podcast that we'll do. All the steps you need to take to protect your music,
I have a sound exchange
to
now.
receive royalties and all that shit.
Yep.
Oh, what up, Cosmo? Oh, what up, JB? JB Real. Me and JB Real got a song coming out.
Like,
I don't remember when we put it on there the other day. I have to look. I think it was March 10th. I have to look it up. But he's dropping music too. Y'all go check out JB Real. Go check out Cosmo. Cosmo's steady dropping too.
Cosmo is a really good artist. He's got good vibes in his music. I really mess with it. Shout out Cosmo. JB Real. He's probably one of the country rap artists that I've ever seen with the most catchiness. Like, he's just got that sound to me, man. Keep killing it, both of y'all.
Hell yeah. Now, you missed it, JB Real. We was just talking about scams. JDevil got scammed in St. Louis by an iconic record label from St. Louis. We're not going to say the name, wink, wink, but somebody out there is being shady. They was charging him $150 a week
Yeah.
to manage nothing. They managed to do nothing for him. They basically everything they did for him is everything he could have did himself. Distribution. They made him a distro kid. They bought bots for his Spotify, fucking his algorithm up.
Got you, JB Real.
They did all kinds of shit to him, and then promised him a bunch of shows that ended up falling through.
Yep.
Put a bunch of rules on him like fucking labels do. Oh, you wouldn't let him talk to the other artists on the label. They're not allowed to
Like, we'd have meetings
congregate
together and
with
stuff.
each other.
But yeah,
I don't know that
outside of meetings and stuff, they didn't want us really hanging out.
Yeah, there is a lot of scammers out here, and most of them will just be in your inbox trying to get you to send them money, or you want an award, or hey, we want to pay you to put your fucking song in a Super Bowl commercial. Like crazy shit.
So definitely do
But
research.
this one was in person. They actually these were people that he could go to their office. He recorded with them. He's had conversations with them. face to face. So that's a whole different snake. They're up close and personal with it.
Yep.
Just blatantly rip them off. And how are you going to do that when you have a business that solely relies on local artists? You know, if you're going to be a label, word's going to get around. You start fucking people over and taking advantage of people.
That's
I mean,
right.
especially artists that just started out. They didn't even know that there was a music scene in this area. You know, didn't know nothing about the industry. Didn't, you know, because this shit's confusing. I mean, it's confusing, even if you know. Even if you know a little bit, it's still confusing. It's a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Everywhere you turn, there's somebody trying to take advantage of you. But at least you got out of it. Yeah. They fucked up the contract by not putting his name on it, which is weird too. That right there tells you that they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Hell no. Give them a box of crayons to chew on. See the brighter side of things.
They told him you get hit up once a week. Yeah, no shit. They're relentless. I mean, it's almost so annoying. You almost just want to send them some money so they'll shut the fuck up. Like, stop messaging me. Here's $1.
Literally $1.
No, they'll hit you up even more.
Oh shit, they'll hack your shit sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I bought a book from this Indian lady one time over the phone, long time ago, and yeah, I know. I told her I don't want it, and I don't know why I didn't just hang up on her, but she was just so annoying and relentless, and she kept calling, and I was just like, okay, just take my money and leave me alone. And then I went to the bank and told them, hi, I'm an idiot. This Indian lady sold me a book for $1 and it ended up being $20. Just want to know if you could fix it for me. And they did. They fixed it immediately. I don't know what they did. If they fucking hunted that Indian lady down and fucking like
assassinated her,
robbed her, took my money back. I don't fucking know. But I got my money back.
What they normally do at banks is they'll shut your card down, make you a new card, and completely like change your routing information numbers and stuff.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. I don't remember what they did. I was in a hurry because I was leaving town. It was stupid, I avoid scams. I mean,
when I was in the Marine,
everything's a scam to me. Until I can determine that it's not a scam. Until it is real. Until I can see that it's real.
When I was in the Marine Corps, this is when I was in Camp Helton, California. I was leaving the schoolhouse to go to Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, and my statement is before like 2017, I only had Verizon ever. I've never used AT&T for anything. I had an $800 and something phone bill from AT&T on my statement. Like, we went to PMO with the military police at Camp Pendleton and everything.
You've been calling them sex lines, ain't you?
Oh my god,
they get expensive.
It was I was banking with Navy Federal Credit Union back then because they it's for service members and stuff. Like when you call them, they'll actually address you by your rank and stuff. Like, they'd be like, "Oh, good morning, Lance Corporal Seeper," and then so it was a really good bank.
Did the women say that too? Hi, Corporal.
No. Yeah, like I only got like $300 back out of that.
Yeah, I mean, at least you got something back. Shit, I was surprised that I got my $20 back. I was like, oh, I don't know how that works, but
long
that's
story
cool.
short, keep your personal information off of the internet, out of the phone, out of people's ear. That
don't give these people your money. This guy's hungry and cold now, and they're not hungry or cold.
Right.
I'm cold too. It's cold in here.
I hate winter. I really appreciate a lot of independent artists a lot more than I do the mainstream artists. Like, for instance, like the ones that Mod's been doing projects, like shout out Marcotic. He's been killing it, doing it himself. Adam Calhoun, Just in Time,
Rich Regal.
Rich Regal's got
C4
some videos and songs coming out soon. You need to keep your eye on that dude, Rich Regal. That dude's got some
Parker
power,
Boy
dude.
and JBB. All them guys. We just met all these artists. They're all dope as fuck. Cool people.
I actually went down to Narcotic's birthday bash in Morristown, Tennessee on November 9th. Performed for Narcotic and with other artists for his birthday party. That was really awesome. And I just got to meet him a little bit, and he's a real dude. Like,
he's a real boy.
Yeah, he's got videos on YouTube for the 3-6 Mafia tribute. It's got over 1.3 million streams. Like, he's doing numbers.
Yeah, no, he's a down to earth dude too. Yeah. All those guys are pretty fucking cool, man.
Mobile Home Rich.
If y'all didn't know, there is different genres all over this area, like different groups of people, and they don't ever cross paths. Nobody ever crosses paths. But there's a lot of juggalos in this area too. There's a big juggalo scene in this area. There's a big country rap scene. There's gangster rap
and country rap is probably the two biggest ones right now.
Yeah, those are the two biggest ones that I see. With the biggest groups, and then that melodic shit. There's a lot of melodic rappers too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different. This is a really diverse area.
Lyrical miracles.
Yeah, there's lyrical miracles, spirituals.
I'm one of those. I guess I got an old school soul.
Yeah, and then you got Hobie. We don't know what the fuck Hobie is.
I don't know what that is, but it's fire.
He's a Hobie.
Yeah. Hobie's an artist. He's good.
And his real name is Hobie Hobart.
Yeah.
That's his full name, just Hobie Hobart.
I think he was the first comment in this group chat, actually.
Yeah, no, he wasn't the first one. Oh, yeah, he was. He was the first one. He was the first one.
Shout out, Hobie. He's got a music video on YouTube, too. Check it out. That shit was cool.
Yeah, fuck, what was it called? I always forget the name of the song. I want to call it something else.
I forget what it was called.
You don't remember what the name of the song is?
I am gonna look it up though because
it's rightfully dead.
Rightfully Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rightfully Dead. That is what it is. I remember now. Okay. Cool. It's a good song. Me and him actually just did a remix of one of his songs, which I won't say the name of yet because I don't think he's even released the original one yet. So I'm not gonna say it. But it's really, really good. Just wait.
How long have we been on here? I don't even know.
52 minutes.
Oh, all right. Well, I think that's good, man.
Yeah.
Trying to keep it kind of short and sweet. Anyway, this was JDevil's experience with scams and shit. Y'all want to watch out for scams. There's a lot of fucking shitty people in this area. We want to call him out. He doesn't really want to call him out though. He's got
I do have a message
people.
Though.
What?
If you're out there fucking scamming people, and you know it, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. I want to call him out. So if you message me, I'll tell you who it is.
Yep.
JDevil said if you message him, he'll tell you who it is too.
Yep.
So I don't know why we don't
I
just
just
say
didn't say it out loud here because I don't want people that are associated with them to have negative impact. Just because people know that they're associated with them and not mess with them too, even though they're real.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to hurt them like that. That's right. Because they are doing something legit and worked hard for where they're at.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. I get that, but we still want to make people aware of these type of scams. Don't believe people if they say some shit that seems too good to be true. If you're giving somebody money, a manager, you better know what the hell you're getting for it. You better read that contract real good.
Yep.
You better have conversations and understand where's your money going, what's it being used for, and what are the results that you're getting. Because that's a lot of money, man. $150 a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to show me some results for that much money. Because I mean, $150 a week. If I spend $150 a week myself, I would see results. So and the label can't get results, that's not good. Very unprofessional.
Yeah, if it's $150 a week, shoot, if it was worth that, I should have at least had the opportunity to turn down a Diddy party already.
Yeah. Now, you do have to invest, in your career, but be smart about where you invest it. Be smart about what kind of deals you sign. If you're signing your name on a piece of paper, you better have a lawyer read it because the chances are you're not going to be able to understand the language that's in there. So just be smart about it and stay safe, y'all. We're going to bounce up out of here. Oh, shit. Yeah, and if you're an artist, you want to come go live, you got a story, you got some music, got something cool, you think everybody should know about, come up. We don't charge nothing for the podcast. We're just trying to, you know, put everybody out there, show what we got to showcase in this area, St. Louis area, Madcounty area. We get a lot of people from out of town coming in here, so hit us up. Peace, y'all.
Welcome to Madcounty.
Sponsored by the Old Mississippi Sound House. Whee!
Welcome to Madcounty. Welcome to Madcounty.